In today's video, we'll learn about 10 simple life hacks that will blow your mind. The last one is a wake-up call for everyone. Number 10. If a baby or toddler appears to hurt themselves and they look at you, always meet their gaze and smile. This is a mistake that far too many people make. If a child hurts themselves, they usually look to others to subconsciously gauge the severity of the situation. If they see an adult with a look of terror on their face after they bump their head, they are going to react accordingly by screaming and crying. If you make eye contact, smile, and divert their attention away from what just happened, they will feel reassured not to cry. If you don't provide them with confirmation to start crying, then they are far less likely to do so. Number 9, buy an empty jar and fill it with notes of good things that happen to you every month. This can also be done weekly or yearly. However, month to month works best for me. At the end of the month, I empty it and read every good thing that has happened to me. It boosts my confidence, fills me with happiness, and provides a solid, positive foundation for the coming month. Instead of dreading the first of the month because of bills, stress, and uncertainty, I look forward to it because sometimes I entirely forget all the positive things that had happened to me the month before. A simple trick to keep you enthusiastic and encouraged throughout the year. Number 8, catch up on current events with Wikipedia. If you have been away from any form of news media for a long time and wish to catch up on critical worldwide events, simply type the month and year into the Wikipedia search bar. For example, if you go on a lengthy camping trip during May, type May 2024, it will give you a comprehensive list of every significant event that happened that month. This life hack beats rummaging through news websites and TV channels to grab bits and pieces from what you missed. It is also helpful to catch anything important you may have missed. I usually use this feature at the end of each month to keep myself up to date on current events. Number 7, fill a room with ambient light. If you need soft light in your camping tent, or even when your electricity goes out, simply attach it to a gallon jug of water instead of fumbling by hanging a flashlight in a precarious place. You can use any method to attach the light as long as it is placed on the side of the jug. The water inside the jar and the opaque material of the pitcher itself refract the light in a way that provides you with a perfect amount of ambient lighting, which is neither distracting nor blinding. I suggest using a headlamp that already has a strap attached to it. This makes keeping the light perfectly fitted onto the jug easier. A perfect solution for all your emergency lighting needs. Number 6, load YouTube videos more efficiently. If you use the Chrome browser, you might have noticed that it does this automatically. However, if you use a different browser, add the extension /HTML5 at the end of any YouTube video to load it more efficiently. To make it even easier, you can also type www.youtube.com/HTML5 to play every video automatically this way instead of individual videos. If you don't already use the Chrome browser, I highly suggest doing so. But if you prefer other browsers over Chrome, this is a fantastic way to bolster your YouTube viewing experience. Number 5, best way to find a missing dog. As you all know, dogs are famous for their keen sense of smell. Posters are great, and asking around the neighborhood is fantastic, but one surefire way of finding your dog is to leave a piece of clothing worn for at least a day or two at the last place your dog was spotted. If done correctly, your dog will pick up the scent of your clothing and remain near the area where it was placed. To keep him/her around, leave a familiar object like a favorite chew toy or doggy bed and clothing. Lastly, leave a bowl of water for your dog. Don't leave food, as this can attract unwanted attention from wild animals. Sometimes, your dog is trying just as hard to find you as you are him. Utilize your best friend's sense of smell to direct him back to your loving arms. Number 4, use the phrase "my understanding was" rather than "I assumed." This life hack is helpful in any situation, especially regarding professional conversations with your boss, clients, and coworkers. Saying "I assumed" is a commonplace phrase to say when you misunderstand someone. However, it does not have a very professional taste. It leads others to believe that you jumped to a hasty conclusion, which can only be seen as a fault of your own, even if it wasn't. People will be much more understanding and forgiving if you use the phrase "my understanding was," because they will likely attribute it to a mutual misunderstanding based on the original instructions. Conveying a lack of general clarity is much more beneficial in conversation than pinning the blame on yourself by saying "I assumed." Number 3, learn keyboard shortcuts for word processing software to increase productivity and save time. Do you click around often when you sit down to write a research paper or format a document? If you answer yes, consider learning the basics of hotkeys and shortcuts to streamline your experience. A few common shortcuts I use quite a bit are Ctrl+C, copy text, Ctrl+V, paste text, Ctrl+Shift+V, paste text without formatting, Ctrl+B, bold text, Ctrl+I, italicized text, and Ctrl+U, underline text. Far more exists, but I find myself using these most often. You can find a list of keyboard shortcuts for Microsoft Word here. Also, don't limit shortcuts to just word processors. Every type of software utilizes these shortcuts to make your experience easier, and using them is definitely in your best interest. If you struggle to find these shortcuts on your software's help page, you can always find them with a quick internet search. Number 2, make any font pop for that excellent colored background. Have you ever been commissioned to create a poster or even needed to make your own for a special event? If not, there is a possibility you will in the future. Regardless of your design background, always remember this. White text with a black outline is always legible. No matter how busy the rest of your image is, this font scheme is readable in every background color, design, or picture, and no matter what you throw at it, the words will always pop. Nothing is more frustrating than trying to make out what a poster is trying to say because the background compromises the quality of the text. You can easily avoid this problem by simply remembering to include a black outline with your white text. Lastly, number 1, job security is a double-edged sword. Having the comfort of knowing your job isn't going anywhere is fantastic, but understand that if you work an irreplaceable position, it also means you are essentially unpromotable. Even with job security, you should always have a future plan for your success. Usually, the only way that people with irreplaceable positions earn promotions is by switching companies altogether. Forbes has even found that if you work in a competitive job market, keeping your salary higher is easiest if you switch jobs every 2 years. It is wise to research your specific field before making any drastic moves. Thanks for watching till the end. I hope these hacks will make your life a little easier. Remember to like and share this video to support my work. That said, have a great day and see you in the next video.